Cursed objects that have been feared for years. Anna Baker's wedding dress. The cursed wedding dress of Anna Baker is the main reason for the historic Baker Mansion in Altoona, Pennsylvania, to be famous despite its many hauntings. The outfit is said to have been purchased by Anna after she agreed to wed, but her father banned the union. Some people think that Anna's wedding dress still moves around in its glass case as if someone were dancing in it after she made the vow never to get married. Anna is reported to have danced around the mansion in the outfit. Thomas Busby's chair. Thomas Busby was executed in 1702 in North Yorkshire, England, for taking the life of his father-in-law and another man. Before his execution, Busby reportedly said, "May the end come to anyone who dares to sit in my chair." Following Busby's demise, there were numerous reports of people passing away or suffering other tragedies after sitting in the cursed chair. After sitting in the chair, one man was found hanging outside the Busby Stoop Inn, and soldiers who sat in the chair during World War II are said to have passed away. The chair is now hung on a wall in England's Thirsk Museum, where no one can curse themselves by sitting in it. A plaque with the stories of the chair's alleged victims is also displayed at the museum. The Delphi Purple Sapphire. The Delphi Purple Sapphire, also called the Cursed Amethyst, had been taken from the Temple of Indra in 1857 and transported to England by Colonel W. Ferris, who quickly lost his wealth and health. His son allegedly suffered the same misfortune, and a friend who had come into contact with the diamond took his own life. Following that, it seemed as though anybody who came into contact with the Delphi Purple Sapphire experienced some type of bad luck. The curator who bought the Delphi Purple Sapphire stated that he got into a horrible storm while it was in his car. The gem has been on exhibit in London's Natural History Museum ever since 2007. The Bisogno Vase. The Bisogno vase is most likely one of the oldest items on this list. According to legend, it was carved from silver in the 15th century as a gift for a bride who lived in a northern village near Naples. However, on her wedding night, the bride was discovered deceased on the floor, clutching the vase. After the woman's funeral was completed, the vase began to be passed down from family member to family member. But with each new owner came another suspicious demise. According to some reports, the vase contained a piece of parchment that read, "Beware, this vase brings the end," but it was thrown out very early on. One of the vase's last known actions was nearly hitting a police officer in the head as it was thrown out a window. Maori warrior masks. It is believed that the spirits of slain warriors are contained in these ancient masks, which were worn by Maori warriors in what is now New Zealand. Pregnant women are advised not to come into contact with the masks because, according to mythology, they are more likely to be cursed after looking at them. The superstition around the curse is so potent that the Museum Te Papa in Wellington even has a sign warning pregnant women not to do so. Annabelle the Doll. Horror moviegoers are likely familiar with Annabelle the Haunted Doll from the Conjuring series, but the genuine Annabelle is a seemingly harmless Raggedy Ann doll. Ed and Lorraine Warren claim that Annabelle is possessed by a demonic force that tried to take the lives of its former owners. The Warrens said that after putting Annabelle into their care, everyone who made fun of the doll while visiting their occult museum experienced some kind of disaster. After provoking Annabelle, one man allegedly even crashed his motorcycle. Robert the Doll. Before there was Annabelle, there was Robert. In the early 1900s, Robert the Doll was a life-size companion for a young boy named Gene Otto. Several stories have circulated over the years about Robert's origins, and how he had become cursed. But the most popular is that Gene's nanny had cursed the doll after a falling out with the boy's parents. Following the alleged curse's casting, Gene began speaking to Robert as if the doll were a real person. Gene's parents claimed that they could hear their son talking to the doll all evening and that the doll responded in a harsh voice. Jean would also accuse Robert of various misbehaviors around the house. Robert now lives at Key West's Fort East Martello Museum. Visitors who took pictures with Robert without asking permission, as well as those who mocked the doll, have later reported terrible bouts of bad luck. Robert even gets letters from previous visitors pleading for forgiveness.